The Soviet Union's dissolution in 1991 had profound global political implications, signaling the end of an era. Considering a hypothetical scenario where it did not dissolve offers an intriguing chance to examine the potential impacts on world history, geopolitics, and international relations. The global balance of power. Had the Soviet Union not dissolved in 1991, the global balance of power would have been markedly different, leading to a multipolar world instead of the emergence of a unipolar order. The continuation of the Soviet Union as a superpower would have presented a substantial challenge to the United States, resulting in ongoing competition and rivalry. This dynamic would have significantly influenced global diplomacy, leading to a different landscape of military alliances and regional conflicts. The presence of two formidable superpowers vying for influence would have fundamentally shaped the international political arena, potentially altering the course of history and the geopolitical landscape as we know it. Increased tensions and Cold War dynamics. The perpetuation of the Soviet Union would have likely led to heightened tensions between East and West, perpetuating the Cold War dynamics that defined much of the 20th century. This scenario would have had a significant impact on the policies and actions of states across the globe. Proxy wars, arms races, and ideological struggles would have continued to shape international relations, potentially prolonging global instability and fostering regional conflicts in areas like the Middle East, Asia, and Africa. The ongoing competition and rivalry between the Soviet Union and the United States would have led to a different landscape of military alliances and regional conflicts, fundamentally shaping the international political arena. Economic and social implications. The continuation of the Soviet Union would have had profound implications for its citizens and the global economy. The centrally planned economic system of the USSR, with its inefficiencies and shortcomings, would have persisted, impacting the quality of life for millions of people. The state-controlled economy stifled innovation and productivity, resulting in shortages of consumer goods and limited individual economic freedom. Furthermore, agricultural inefficiencies and environmental issues would have persisted, affecting food production and ecological sustainability. The global economic landscape would have been markedly different as well, as the Soviet Union's planned economy and trade relationships would have continued to influence international commerce and development. The persistence of Soviet economic policies and trade alliances would have shaped global economic policies, potentially leading to a different pattern of international trade and economic development. Geopolitical realignment. The geopolitical realignment that followed the dissolution of the Soviet Union in 1991 drastically altered the map of Eastern Europe and Central Asia. Had the Soviet Union remained intact, the borders and political structures of these regions would have likely remained under Moscow's influence, fundamentally changing the political landscape. The Baltic states, Ukraine, Belarus, and other former republics would have continued to be part of the Soviet sphere of influence, significantly shaping the domestic affairs and foreign policies of neighboring states. This would have resulted in a different balance of power and geopolitical dynamics, not only in this region, but also on a global scale, impacting international relations, military alliances, and potential conflicts. Conclusion. In conclusion, the continued existence of the Soviet Union past 1991 would have had a profound and lasting impact on the world's geopolitical, economic, and social landscapes. The ongoing rivalry between the United States and the Soviet Union would have significantly influenced global diplomacy, military alliances, and regional conflicts, fundamentally shaping international relations. The perpetuation of the Cold War dynamics and heightened tensions between East and West would have prolonged global instability and fostered regional conflicts in various parts of the world. Moreover, the persistence of the Soviet Union's centrally planned economic system and trade relationships would have continued to impact international commerce and development, potentially leading to a different pattern of international trade and economic development.